Well, good morning, guys. I won't be able to even read the chat if I wanted to, so I'll just give you a little sunlight view. So, anyway, hopefully you guys can hear me. If not, I'm sorry. We'll call it a test run. So I'm down in sunny Florida, 39 degrees, and doing my morning walk. Well, doesn't matter where I should. Doing my morning walk, and just wanted to say things like our world right now is in a very tough spot. We have a lot of that's cool. Looks like an angel wing. Gotta love that. Anyway, going through a lot of metamorphoses in our world, and any place between spiritualization, the Bible, Hindu, Quran, it's all a part of the thing. The only thing is, there's so many people who are so stuck in one faith base, aka religion, and that will cause a lot of problems with us, because people think that there's only one word to bring us into enlightenment and to understanding the heavens and the gods and all that fun stuff. But what it comes down to is, the Bible, maybe at the time, needed just the Bible. But as time has grown on and the world has changed and philosophies have changed, you have to realize that religion is literally, if you're Catholic or Jewish or read the Quran, it's just literally one subject of unlocking the keys to Hermes, to enlightenment. And there's not one wrong religion. It's the concept to think that just one perception of the Creator's word is what has led us to this problem. We all have different perceptions in our world and how the world unfolds. And it's when we close our minds to things of, people's understanding of the Creator's anticipations and perceptions of what he wants or she wants or they want from us. And it's led us into very dark waters that we are in today. There are many things in our world right now that I believe that most people are not happy with. Everything between threat of wars, lack of insurance, lack of money to pay, bills to just, afford to do anything. We're in time in our lives, in our world, that things need to change. And I hate the word religion, because religion is what keeps us in the prisons of our minds, when we can't sit there and be able to enjoy different perceptions of different worlds and different cultures, different nationalities and races and sexism. These are all choices and free wills, and not one person should ever say that someone's in the wrong. We were all created and put on this earth to work together as a collective, no matter what your race is, no matter what your religion is, your belief system is. It's about entering to the light, understanding the eighth sphere, which is Rudolf Steiner, if anyone's interested in that philosophy. He's from Austria, I believe. I've also been reading on the Black. Apparently, Helena decided her and other beings back in the day knew a lot about locking the keys of the world and of the mind. They actually rewrote the secret doctrine. That's because we needed to get to where we are right now in the world. We need to be able to get technology. We need to be able to get to computers. Just like Nikola Tesla had all of these mind-bending things that we're not for. Reminds me of Tony Stark, and how Tony goes back into the office and he listens to his father, and his father's like, the technology today to get where we wanted or needed to be, well, that's where we are. But the thing is, what people are so afraid of is when the biblical text and everything was written and perceived, we're all forced to come to this world, or actually we choose to. If you believe in our calling of the world and, why we're all here and stuff like that, then you'd also believe that, we chose to come to this earth to be starseeds. Some of us obtain our goal, and that's why there's so many people on the world. There's 8.7 billion people on the earth. And due to things like being stuck in our minds and, trying to put food on the table for our children, or even money to pay freaking car bills. I mean, I'm walking, it's 39 degrees. Fine. It's fine. I took my foster child to school. That's fine. But this world needs to open up their minds. Everyone wants to bring heaven to earth, but they don't realize the concept of bringing heaven to earth is actually getting to the mind of clairvoyancy, where everybody can access the void, the sphere, in the Creator's mind. Everybody has the capability. It's just many people don't choose to or understand it because, unfortunately, I shouldn't even say unfortunately, because I don't like putting blame on any party who serves the Creator, or aka gods. At that time, that's what was needed for things like, electrical poles, things like our phones, but we're coming to the world that in time that, we got to stop hating each other. We have got to start seeing the world, every fucking continent, as God's country. It doesn't matter the name of God. And that's the thing, is everybody's getting so wrapped up in Catholicism or Judaism, Hinduism, Buddha. We're all set on separate courses and separate courses through our DNA, our heritage. Some of us are actually able to tap into several different heritages, different philosophies, voodoo, witchcraft. The word witchcraft just means Wicca just means wisdom. Person. Look at that beautiful sun. Do I pray? Yep, right to that. I pray to the sun. S-U-N, not S-O-N. Mary, Joseph and Mary. I looked it up. Mary, in Hebrew text, means foresight. So you have Mary, who is foresight, so she was a medium. And Joseph says the earth father of, the earth father. And Jesus would be the heavenly father. So Jesus Christ consciousness is what comes together when a person of foresight, like Mary, most likely a psychic, and Joseph, who brings upon the Holy Spirit. So that's a psychic and a medium that come combined. Then you have the Oracle's Chaldean. Oracle Chaldean can see who a real medium is. Real mediums are that who see a mother or husband within a psychic medium or tarot card reader. They have the ability to discern between a real channeler, a real tarot card reader, a real spiritualist, not one that's just in it for the money, one who's actually in it for the word, who's actually in for the prophecy. We are on biblical times. I don't know if you guys heard that, but that was definitely a notification sound. But this is what we're fighting for, guys. We're fighting for the sun. We're fighting for the land. We're fighting for the earth. This stuff will still be here. These cards, come on. For the last 10 years, if we're lucky, our bodies will last maybe 80 years. Some of us 100, some of us less, depending on what our karma brings us. We're in a world where we don't shape up, our soul's going to have to figure out how to ship out. Figure it if we have situations of nuclear war and this world needs to be reset. It's happened. It's happened plenty of times before, at least 3 times, that my soul is telling me. I see the past as our future. And many people wouldn't understand that. And I'm tired of worrying about what people think. I'm here to do a calling. And to tell you guys, the creator, the Starseeds, we're doing a great job. And, I got to get on here just as much as everybody else does. Because, you know what? I ain't coming back. I want the gates of heavens to be open, that when I leave and ascend this planet, that my karma does not rope me into a world. I mean, picture this, guys. What if we are here to clear our karma, which I know is actually the truth. We're here to clear the karma because, this is Earth School. We're here to clear the karma of our past lives, of past generations, and go forward. And if you do it right, next time you're birthed into our lives or into our next sphere, our next dimension, our next universe, whatever you want to call it. Look how pretty that is. The next time this happens, do you want to come back? Do you want to come back as a person with the knowledge that can see through what we have going on? Or do you want to be the person that's held back by society? Because, money's great. Money's just energy. And, it makes us feel good. We can pay our bills and have homes and give children what we need and what we want. But when it comes down to it, if this earth, eventually doesn't, not that the earth won't exist, but unfortunately, people on this earth may come to a time that they need to realize that things like houses and cars and stuff like that, if war happens here, it's not going to matter. It is not going to matter. We have so many souls who want us to know this, Who wants to give this up over people like Trump or Putin deciding what's right and what's wrong for us? Much of us starseeds and are guided. We might be considered crazy. And that's fine too. Because you know what? Some of us are. That's why I name myself Minute Crazy. But we're in a time in the world that we need to look into spirituality, clear your karma. If you did something wrong to somebody, apologize. Because you know what? Oh, that's pretty. I don't know if I can catch it. Let's see if I can flip it. Let's see. You need to clear the karma though. Yeah, look at that. Let's see if I can get a brighter view. I don't know if I can see it. That's just kind of like rainbowish colors through the clouds. But that's pretty cool. Yeah, I love this stuff. I mean, we're held back by our bodies and our minds. That is so pretty. The reflected light. We're held back by our bodies. We're held back by our mind. Look how pretty that is. Who would want to give that up? You know what? Trump, Putin, China, them going what they're doing and trying to drag people who are just trying to live on this earth and enjoy the time that we have in our bodies and our cars or whatever you want to consider it. We're giving these men powers and they need to be stripped away. I get it, man. Do we want to live in a place, or do we want the world to end and us as spirits, because that's what we are, as spirits that reincarnate, come back and look down at our loved ones who have been taken out by bombs due to us giving power to 3 misogynist assholes. You know, Putin, I know what you did. I know exactly what you did. So I'll give you guys a story. And we won't use real names, but you're all smart enough to figure it out. So we got Mar-a-Lago, submarines, the submarines down in Florida last year. And then, the staged, probably this is why it's staged, the staged shooting of Trump. All of a sudden, Elon Musk comes, right? Inventor of Neuralink. Back to Joe Rogan, Neuralink. Oh, you don't even have to sit there and talk to people. It's all in their mind. The people and this and that. Yeah, you can. Julie, you're so stupid. You're so brilliant. Oh my Lord. One of you guys will figure that out. I'm guided by angels. I don't give a shit what anybody says. But anyway. But you know what? I don't wish harm on Trump or Elon. Elon's either dead and it's Edward Snowden. Just saying. Because, Edward Snowden had all the secrets of our government. And Trump, back in 2016, exiled him. When he got exiled, Putin picked him up. And then Putin had, 4 or 5 years to get him plastic surgery, teach him how to, talk the way Elon Musk does. And Edward Snowden in his own right, they said was brilliant. And Trump got rid of him. Well, why would Trump get rid of somebody? Because Trump was in office back then when he got exiled, not when the whole thing came out. Well, see, there's a story way back when that John G. Trump worked at MIT. And supposedly the FBI contacted him after Nikola Tesla's death. Well, guys, hold on to your hats. John was an MIT professor and had capabilities of photocopying Nikola Tesla's work. Nikola Tesla's work was then categorized and put into the FBI's hands and was supposed to be considered government property that was supposed to be protected. Well, then John Trump decided to hop a plane to Germany to meet up with a good old Hitler. Because they were all trying to figure out how Nikola Tesla come up with all these things. Everything between Tesla's cars, Spacelink, Neuralink, space. All this is all freaking connected. So what's so important? Why would Trump do this? Because Trump, was tanking everything. We all aware of this. Well, see, Hitler told the Russian people about Trump's dismay shit. Now, I will give it to Donald Trump that he may not have known that the work that he gave to Elon Musk was actually Nikola Tesla's. And Edward Snowden. This makes more sense. So it wasn't until Donald Trump got into office did he realize that good old uncle had Nikola Tesla's government documents, and he gave them to Elon Musk. Well, when that happened, let's think. When that happened, that now became where he was more than just espionage, and that's probably actually is instead of him being transparent with the saying, hey, yeah, I had this paperwork, I thought it was my uncle's, did not know, was not aware of it until 2020, when all of a sudden here it is, got all this paperwork, and I gave this stuff to Elon Musk, and he was best friends with the Google guy, and all the people in the world, because that's what's going to happen. Well, you do that if you've done wrong things in the past and you're up in front of the judge and jury. Maybe. I'll tell them I've got fake news. If this is even truthful, well, then I got your back. Because why would a man want to take down his own country? Only one reason why. You realize that your whole world was based upon what you thought was truth until it wasn't. And so Vladimir Putin, I'll take your motherfucking ass down. But you know what? And decide, well, that is unless, a particular woman is so psychic enough that her shit's taps and goes straight to the FBI and the CIA and she goes straight to the White House. Why would anybody want to stop awakening, bringing heaven to earth? Well, when your country is at risk for being destroyed with nuclear weapons based on Russia and China. See, our cryptocurrency and all the freaking money laundering and all this other stuff. I do support cryptocurrency, but not at the time right now between China and Russia breaking in and hacking it. Well, that's why we're part of the Anonymous. Ooh. Or are we? Maybe I'm just that tapped in to what's going into the world that I feel like I'm a part of it. I feel that I'm going to help preserve our country. The other thing is, there are so many people in this world that are suffering. And I'm going to tell you this, people of the United States, and you're not going to like it. You want to know why they're doing this to us? Because we have 2 and 3 and 4 cars. We have the capability of getting health care. We have the capability of getting food. So what is Trump and Putin's main plan? Is to bring the United States down to third world country status. To force major awakening across the world. They are treating our world as though we're all going to go to rehab. We're all going to suffer huge trauma to create and connect to spiritualization. So people aren't so stuck in their heads about how big is their car, how big is their dick, how big their world is, and how big and fat their account is. And yeah, money is important. We all need it to live here. But how many times can you sit there and watch children who can't afford to eat or, have no lights on because their husband or woman is having a drug addiction problem? And you know what? Drugs and addiction, it sucks. I've been through it. But it comes down to this. When on God's green earth are we going to be human and love thy neighbor? Wanting to love thy neighbor not based upon how much they make or what they look like, but the spiritual part and what's in their soul and their heart. I mean, if you're anything of so-called Christ consciousness or the creator in the world, what do you want done in this world? I mean, because the way we're going at it, our world's going to be nothing other than burnt up buildings, tsunamis, and, is that what we want? Because that's where it's going. I'm a realist. I don't have much. I live with my daughter. I take care of some foster kids. I don't have much because you know what? My whole world has been trying to figure out what the hell is going on in this world. Because this world right now, we're killing each other. And my question is, how much longer do you guys want to take? What will it take? So my question is to all the rich people in the world, and congratulations. I don't take that from anybody working hard to obtain things in life. But my question is to you, is all the money in the world worth global war? Is all the money in the world in your bank account worth watching women and children die? Is all the money in the world worth knowing that nuclear war will have such detrimental effects on our lives that many people might not want to live. My, not that I support, end of our natural lives by our own hand, but I will tell you this: if I knew a nuclear war was coming, I'd be prepared with whatever types of medication I could do to go to the sphere myself. I don't want no freaking army and war people coming here and doing, they're trying to literally be the biblical times. They're literally trying to recreate the Bible. Everything between stopping, trying to stop the world of abortion and stuff like that. Well, you know what? The world has gone on to where we are being born as slaves to recreate this world and to bring up the fact that each time we are born, and each time we're born and not understanding the past karma that has come onto us, and we have things of traumas and of that nature. That's pretty. When we have traumas and natures and stuff like that, problems, and you have feelings, and we're not teaching people that you're having flashbacks of past memories, and that, and we're not teaching people how to channel. And then, but we're okay with drugs and alcohol, but we're not okay with people having, shamans help people through it. And that's okay though. Isn't that crazy? That we're okay with people being able to drug themselves, but we're not okay with being able to go to spiritualists and go to people who understand different realms and reality. It's okay with that. And it's okay the money that the world makes off of, with drug sales. And it's okay that we're making money off of, things like pharma. They're making money off of medications, and a lot of medications are needed. Hey, I was a nurse for 20 years. I'm not saying that those things aren't needed. Oh, wow, so pretty. But why are we okay with that? That we're okay with giving the government money to support their cause, but things like enlightenment is considered to be evil or the devil. Why? Because we see things differently. You know that people who think sci-fi or fantasy, that is so pretty, is actually connected with the creator and is actually clairvoyant. Or if I could take a picture at the same time, it'd be on live because it's really pretty.